So you want to maximize your productivity and become the next billionaire artist and game studio owner? This video isn't for you. This video is just for most people that try to build things that don't skyrocket and don't work just overnight. Hi, I'm Sevos. I'm a full-time art director for a mobile game company and a part-time studio owner and artist on Monster Cabin. And as of recently, I am a new dad. Yes. So as you can imagine, the time is very limited these days, but somehow I manage. Somehow I managed to survive for now. So let's see how can I do that, and maybe how, if you're in the same position, how you could do that too. I wanted to make this video as a log for me to keep track of what I'm doing with Monster Cabin and potentially give some courage to everyone that is thinking to start something new, start something of their own. So if you want to start something but you already have a full-time job and actually a full-time life, I mean, don't give up, do that, but don't expect things that would work like instantly, like whatever influencers tell you, because I hate those videos like how I make $500,000 just by selling stickers on Etsy or on Redbubble. I mean, some people can do it, and actually perhaps location helps a lot. It's not for people that are perhaps located outside the United States, but things can work. You can get by and you can make a nice living and fulfilling career, not just by doing commissions or selling stickers. You can create whatever you want, and just keep at it and keep doing what you do. And I hope that it works, but the harsh reality is like sometimes it doesn't work. At least it doesn't work right away. For Monster Cabin, I would say that it works, and it grows slowly and steadily. So why wouldn't it work for you too? As a huge milestone that we got on Monster Cabin, we got our first client as Monster Cabin last year. So we officially launched Monster Cabin in 2025, and we were already working on several other game projects at that time, but as freelance identity, I mean as my personal name, and I hired some artists with their names as well. And we slowly turned in Monster Cabin as we continued working on these projects. But the nice thing was, like in 2025 on September, we got our first client that reached out to us as a studio. So that was a huge step for me. It's not like a huge project, but it is the first project as Monster Cabin. It means like someone acknowledged the work, the presentations, and the identity that I've built, and acknowledged it like I want to work with this studio and not just with that artist. So that really helps me a lot to continue and actually push forward with Monster Cabin. As I said earlier, I'm recently a new dad, so for the past couple of months we had our first baby, and it's been an amazing and tiring time. So the time is very limited, and as you can see, I don't know if you have seen the previous videos, the office here will become the baby's new room, but for now I'm borrowing his space. But I have everything narrowed down and everything really tightened here. You can't see it by the camera, but right there is the changing spot where we change the diapers. But it feels amazing, and it's amazing to have a new monster in our life. But I'm mentioning that in the terms like how can you manage building something while having a newborn. Others may have 2 children and a full-time job that maybe wouldn't be actually in the industry they're interested on. In my case, I still have my full-time job at Robux as a full-time art director, we keep creating new content there. And on the limited time that I get on the afternoons or on the weekends, I get to manage, do some project managing on Monster Cabin, talk with clients, send some new offers to people that have reached out to us, get enough rejections, because I don't know if anyone talks about that, but I've gotten so many rejections of proposals that I don't know, even with Monster Cabin or with my personal freelance identity earlier. That is one truth, but the truth is, as I keep sending proposals or answering to clients, we got one project. I mean, we got one project per 20-30 rejections, which is amazing, which sustains us. And that would be my message to you. If you're struggling on something, don't give up, or 1, 2, 3, 10, 20 rejections, because the world is like vast and huge out there. Even with AI today, people will need creative people to solve their problems, even with your use of AI or without AI. Because what I feared the last couple or 2-3 years with the rise of AI was like, yeah, I'm gonna lose my job to AI, or it's gonna make me less creative. Which in terms, I mean, we use it in the day job, and sometimes it takes out the joy of creating something, but I've come to the understanding that it won't be like people who aren't creative or who don't want to create would just start using AI to make the project that they're dreaming of. They will still need people to use that AI or not to make the projects for them, because people with money, guess, or people who want to make projects are not always, do not always have the time or the need, or do not always want to start working on something. Even using AI is actually getting some work done. I prefer not to. I get it helps, I mean, especially in the first early stage, to conceptualize on something or to get some theme variations. It helps a lot. Also with some brainstorming, but I always prefer to brainstorm with people. My point now is like, even with this case, with an abundance of these AI tools for art, animation, video, audio creation, still people will turn to artists to use them to make their projects. Does that mean less artists? Yes. And we will see how that will turn out. Refining your basic skills is always a good idea, because that means that you will have the ability to manipulate and edit and know how to work with AI tools. I mean, if you don't have any idea of basic compositing and creating some images with AI, you're not gonna have some good results. You will need to know some basics about composition, about color theory, about everything. Anyway, I'm babbling about AI. So this video is about giving the hope to people that you can do it. It can still work, but it will be slow, and that's okay. That's okay, taking things slow. I've always disliked those videos about how I made my last year skyrocket, changed my life. I mean, people, I guess it could be out of spite for me, I don't know, but I guess that could work. But for most people, it doesn't work that way. It's like a very slow and painful process. But we tend to like and click more on the flashy or the 1 in a million chance video. And we tend to push that forward and like that and view it, because out of curiosity you need to see how the fuck did that person manage to make it. And we tend to forget that that's actually 1 in a million or 1 in 100,000 chances, and see that most of us, we just slowly and painfully building something. and a lot of times that thing that you're built could be broken or could not work or could work with huge breaks. So for example, for me, I have started YouTube since 8-7 years now. I had a personal channel and I decided to start a brand channel for Monster Cabin to build something. It's not that I managed it's not that I managed to gain a mass following on my personal channel and now I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm making this cabin, I'm building this cabin because I would like to gather all the like-minded artists, developers, and people who are actually eager to create and to make stuff that they like, whether that it is a mobile game, a video game, a board game, anything, a project, or start their own business. I don't know. I would like to speak to those people and show them that it is doable, and actually keep a log for me to prove to myself that I'm doing something, that I'm trying to do something. I don't know. As I've said in the video, somehow I manage. I guess the important thing to keep you going would be to have a nice balance in your after work life. Projects and full-time jobs and personal projects can be fulfilling, but actually if you don't have someone actually to show them to show your projects or to show your accomplishments to, all these, I feel like they're losing their meaning. For me, it's my wife, now it's my baby as well, but it could be your friends, your family. If you have something to go out of joy and show them the work that you're doing that accomplishes you, and they share your joy and your excitement, that's the sweet spot, and that for me, that means that you have a lot of potential on accomplishing even more, because having people in your life that share your joy, your excitement for the things that you do is more or less the best fuel that you will need to keep doing something. Some other people may do it out of because no one believes in them and they want to prove everyone wrong. That's a strong drive as well. But I guess having someone that loves you unconditionally and also wants you to see succeed and shares your joy on your own accomplishments is the perfect sweet spot, and it fulfills you. It fulfills you because at the end of the day, I don't know you, you don't know me, you don't give a shit about Monster Cabin, and you shouldn't, but my wife does. And that's enough for me. My wife, my child right now, I'm doing this for me, but it's also amazing to see them acknowledge what I'm doing and sharing my joy on it. So one piece of advice: find someone you love, whatever that might be. That be a friend, family, partner, child, dog, cat, project, something. But find something that shares your joy, something that it's living and breathing, preferably, that shares your joy, and share your passion with them. And actually that's kind of part what I would like to do through this channel or through YouTube. Actually, I always dreamt of sharing my passion, sharing my journey on whatever it is I'm doing. Right now I'm doing Monster Cabin, and I want to make it succeed and make a creative studio, a hell of creative studio out of it. And I'm going towards that path right now. And it feels awesome that I can share it with everyone in the world through this channel. And I will keep doing that. The videos may be like some months apart, but it's okay. The important thing is that I keep working first on Monster Cabin and on my full-day job to keep us living and surviving. And whenever I have some time or some exciting news I want to share with you and with the rest of the world, I will find the time to open the camera and share it. I also want to share a lot of other things that keep me motivated, that make me inspired to do art. I mean, I have this bookshelf that will disappear eventually to make room for the baby stuff, but I want to share all this artwork that I've amassed over the years, some art books, some manga that I love, and talk about how they inspire me to create and keep believing in human art as we progress in this new AI era. So what's next for Monster Cabin? I still have a lot of ideas about how to make this even better. For now, I will focus on creating and presenting the projects that we have already worked on, so I can make the brand a bit more strong. But I have already some ideas about a game in my head, and I am already discussing it with some developers, and I hope 2026 will be actually the year that I will start and make Monster Cabin's first game. I have already made a game with a friend, I mean my first actual game that we worked on with 2 people, but that was like 8-9 years ago. But now I'd like to make an actual game. I mean, I have worked on commercial titles that are very well accepted, but I would love the idea to make a game of my own that is actually a good commercial title. Especially in the mobile game industry, that's very hard, near impossible to do, but if I don't try it, I won't know it. So that's the actual plan for now. Work out the idea of the new game that I have in my mind if I manage to start it in 2026, and hunt down new clients and new projects to keep us running and make the brand even stronger. A closing message to you is like, if you're thinking to start something of your own, just do it. It won't be fast, it won't be a skyrocket, and it really depends on a million factors on if and when your plan will succeed. But the important thing is, like, if you start it, you have a chance at least. If you don't start it, you don't have any chances. So even if the process is painful, not rewarding, and hard, now it's the time for you to start something, whatever it is. It's been Sevos from Monster Cabin. It was nice having you here in the cabin with me today. Make sure to, I don't know, subscribe and spread the word and join the community here. And join me. And I'd like to see this space getting even bigger, and if you want to share your thoughts or your hopes and dreams of starting something new, please do so in the comments below. And I will see you in the next video of I don't know what topic, whenever I find some new time. Thanks a lot for being here. Bye bye.